Hi, how are you guys? How are you doing today? I thank God so much for you. Thank you so much for following my page and for liking my content. I hope my goal with my page is to put a smile on your faces, especially those that are going through difficult times, difficult, you know, illnesses or situations with family or your job, or you know, just come to this page and laugh and smile. Okay, so I want to share today about what's coming up next week, and how God is really doing quite a lot. And I just want to let you know that I love God. I think you can see that on my page. I love God so much, and a lot of what I do that in ministry, and I just do what God leads me to do. Many things that I do may be strange to common eyes and common man, but people who are really spiritual and in the word can understand that when God directs you to do things, it will be strange in the eyes of man. Okay, if you look at the life of Paul says education he has, papers he has, those are nothing. Those are nothing. So anyway, so as you know, I'm a breast cancer survivor, and I went through that fire because God wanted me to be in the ministry concerning those that suffer, that the world is really neglecting, especially in my own country, Kenya. Those are cancer patients, poor cancer patients. Those with money can always fly, go things, go places, but the poor ones who don't have somebody to help them, that is where God called me to go to. Now, last year we had a Hope Gala, which is now annual with Mindful African Initiative, and we were not blessed to have any media coverage. We really needed media to cover it even before the event, so that we could be able to get more cancer patients and survivors and their caregivers come to the event, and just be together and be blessed together, and just remember that they are not in the fight alone. There are many people like them who've gone through treatment and finished and emerged on the other side. So that is what we were doing with the Hope Gala last year. Now, through my speaking and talking a lot and sharing on social media, I've shared even pictures of me without my prosthetics. These are prosthetic breasts. I don't have breasts. I had double mastectomy, and I chose not to have reconstruction. And so God has helped me with the way I look to be able to convince other women who did not want to do mastectomy to go for their mastectomy, and they're also thriving right now. And so this year, we are, like I've shared before, we are bringing in something new at the Hope Gala in July. The date is July 29th. Flyers and posters. We are about to share with you flyers and posters. So that's coming soon. And I think you saw on a previous post, I think last month, where I was sharing we wanted to get cancer survivors and cancer patient models, people who are willing to go and walk down the runway. And we already have our models. We have a group of 7 or 8 models, and these models, 5 of them are survivors and 2 of them are in the fight, and they're believing God in it, and so they will be there. And God brought our way a very big fashion house. You will be learning about the fashion house soon, and you'll be liking their pages soon. So a fashion house here in the United States is partnering with us, and we have this great lady who is going to provide the designs for these cancer patients and models to walk down the runway in them, just in this afterlife, in this life that God has enabled us to enjoy after our battles. And so that is going to happen. And then what else do I need to update you on? So we have our models, we have our fashion house, we have our venue, my one and only Weston Hotel. That's where we will be at. So Weston Hotel is our venue in Nairobi. It's right across Wilson Airport. It is very safe. It is quite accessible. So that is where we are going to have our Hope Gala. And remember, this time we have a fashion show in the gala. And in the fashion show, we are having cancer patients and survivors are modeling. Come and listen to their story. It's going to be powerful. They are going to be wearing fashion that speaks. You don't want to miss any of that. You don't want to miss any. You've never seen a gathering that has over 200 patients and survivors. Powerful. This is a movement. Stigma. Cancer stigma has to stop in Kenya. There's a lot of stigma around cancer, that when you have cancer or you've survived cancer, someone learns of that, they will not give you a job. They will not give you insurance. They will not want to relate with you because, oh, your life is a life full of pain. No, stop the stigma around cancer. And that is our intention in the program. Stop the stigma. And if you're a patient, I want you to come there and interact with other patients and get to know that you will emerge victorious. You will emerge victorious. And so I really want this video for you to listen to it. If you're in Nairobi, you want to partner with us, just let us know how you would come in to partner with us. And that's an aeroplane, I'm sorry. Let me let it go. Yeah, if you want to partner with us, you're welcome to partner with us. What's happening is that we have a decorations are going to happen. If you want to partner to help fund that, you can. However, even if you don't, we will still make it happen. God will still make it happen. So let me share with you something that I wanted to share. Let me not forget. This year, God has made it possible for the media to give us attention, for the media to listen. And so this is what God has done. God has given me an opportunity to travel to Kenya for media interviews, and it's going to be great. When opportunity came, I was like, God, how am I going to afford that ticket? How am I going to afford that ticket? I just came back from Kenya in December, but God made it possible. God made it possible. Brought, someone, I won't mention who paid for my ticket, and I'll be in Kenya. And my movement in my country, oh gosh, God has provided today. I was working so hard, I thought I would save something, but I ended up helping out with the patient that I shared here. And if God allows, I'm going to meet him. I'm going to meet him also when I come. But then this morning, my church family allowed me to share about this ministry in church. And I shared with this group of my Bible study group, and I shared. And through that, God has provided for me ways of movement. God has provided for me ways of movement from the time I get to Nairobi and from the time I visit all these media stations, and I go to Eldoret to speak with a group of cancer patients, and I meet my volunteer in Eldoret, and then I move down to Muhoroni to meet with our patient at this time. And then once I'm done with that, man, I'll be on my way back. I'm also meeting the models, the cancer patients and survivors that are going to model in July. So it's a very, very packed 1 week, but God has provided. So I want you to purposefully wait for this event, and please plan to attend July 29th, Weston Hotel, 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Plan to attend. Flyers are coming. Our MC, MC Jaffe. MC Jaffe is our MC. I know you guys know him. You met him at my graduation party. So that's our guy. And we also have our DJ in the house, the same one at my graduation party. They'll be there. It's going to be a powerful event. You just don't know how much these cancer patients and survivors are excited about walking down the runway, and it is about crowning them. The theme of the Hope Gala this year is crown them, hope down the runway, and that is what's going to happen. So this is what I also wanted to share. From the time I leave the airport, from the time I will be leaving to go to the airport here in Houston, I will be going live. Just to have my sponsors and well-wishers follow me through to Nairobi, to Eldoret, to Muhoroni, to my media interviews, and I think that will really bless them so much. So thank you so much for listening, and I hope that God blesses you, and that if you're in Nairobi, please, you have to plan to attend. And if you know any cancer patient and survivor, please give them my number. +1 302 298 9090, so that I'm able to connect them, and so that they're within in the list of over 200 patients and survivors that will be present in Weston in July. God bless you so much, and have a wonderful week.